Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Q&A. Get to know me. Last one I did was 3 years ago. Oh yeah, I haven't done one since. I think this was like my very first actual talking video. We're going to do an updated one because I have changed ever so slightly. I'm a lot more confident in front of the camera now. Thank God for that, because that first video was I can't even. Anyway, first question. What time do you go to bed? 9, 8:30 sometimes. I'm an old lady. I need my sleep. I have to wake up at 7 every morning for work, so I like to have a lovely long sleep. So 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah, I just get really tired, and the medication I'm on makes me so tired. It just knocks me out like straight away as soon as I take it. It's fantastic. Like, I get a great night's sleep and I never wake up, so it's perfect. But I'm still exhausted. Anyway, next one. Who is your celebrity crush? Buck from 911. Insert photo now. Words cannot describe. Wow. Next question. What's your middle name? Cree, like the Native American tribe. Cree. My mom chose it. Yeah, that's my middle name. What was your favorite holiday? Oh, okay. That's a really tough one. Thanks, guys. Either the holiday I just went on with my mum last year to America, because I got to see my best friends Ollie and Sebastian and Polo. We went to Arizona, obviously, if you saw the video. Went to Disneyland, all the fun stuff, California, fantastic. Or holiday from when I was a very small child. I think I was like 7. And we went up to the Gold Coast, me, my mum and dad. We stayed at SeaWorld Resort, and we went to like Movie World, Dream World, all the fun stuff. Theme parks, they were great. So either one of those two, I can't decide. So there's that. What am I up to? What is your favorite restaurant in your town? Ooh. Okay, takeaway restaurant? The kiosk, at Horseshoe, top of the hill, insert photo. Best fish and chips in town, fantastic, love it. Although little girls that work there like to put their fingers in the ice cream when they're trying to put it in the cup with no gloves. Instead of using the spoon that they're using to put it in the cup, they'll use their fingers, so yay. Okay, not takeaway restaurant. That would have to be the Heritage Beachside Cafe, which is literally right next to it. Like, it's a minute's walk. Like, it's not far. That place is fantastic. Best eggs Benedict and best pancakes you'll ever have in your life are from there. Small town things, you know, like I don't have much variety. Those are like the only 2 places. So, you know, still, they're really great. You'll have the same opinion if you ever go. Next question. What is your spirit animal? I myself am Aboriginal, Indigenous, native to Australia. We have totems, not spirit animals. I know this question's like, oh, what's your spirit animal? I'm a wolf, like blah 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 blah. But my actual ones are the little brown cricket, the praying mantis, and a willy wagtail. That's a bird. Insert photo. Cute little thing. Every time he comes, he brings me good news. And the little brown cricket, every time you see like a little tiny little baby one, that means a baby's on the way. Or if you see one that's old and is dying, that means someone is going to pass away very soon. So yeah, they're super cute. Yeah, I try my best to not step on them because they bring me news. The praying mantis, that's just luck, so yay. Did you go to college? Yes and no. So 2022, I got into uni to go to JMC Academy for music performance, Bachelor of Music Performance. I freaked out and I didn't go. I regret that decision every day. But yeah. Then I got sad, and then I just decided to watch a bunch of crime shows and true crime podcasts, all the fun stuff. And I got into a Bachelor of Criminology that was online with Deakin University. I got like a semester in, and I was like, this is so hard to do when I am like 1,000 kilometers away from the actual uni, basically doing everything by myself with no support. So that was great. Dropped out because I couldn't do it. It was so hard. I do really want to still do that, but it's just really difficult, and I don't have my license, so I can't travel. So until I get my license, I'm kind of stuck. But at the moment, I am doing a TAFE course. It's basically a Certificate 3 in Aboriginal health work, so I can go like do health assessments and clinic stuff in September. So, yay! I'm halfway through, nearly there. But yeah, I did go to uni for a little while, and I dropped out. So, oh well, what can you do? Next one, how long was your longest relationship? A year. Just under a year. 12 months. 11 and a half months. That was 2021, so I've been single for 4 years. And I'd like to keep it that way. I'm not interested right now. I'm focusing on me and my job and this, and I don't need no man. Anyway. What would you name your children? I have a list. I've made this list since I was in high school. I've thought about this many times. Names have been added, names have been removed. Most of the boys' names have been removed. But for boys, I would name them Jasper or Mateo. For girls, we got 3 options: Melody, Brooklyn, and Clover. Very basic names. No, they're not. I've never heard of any child around me being called any of those. What was your favorite subject in high school? English. Loved English so much. I love writing. That's like a major passion of mine that no one knows about. I loved English because I had 2 of the best teachers ever. Miss Maunda and Mr. Taylor. Miss Maunda was my Year 7 teacher. She was my history teacher and my English teacher. She gave us an assignment once in Year 7 where we had to like twist a fairy tale, and I was just like in my element, like loved it. I did like a Twisted Little Mermaid story, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she was the best. She was so cool, so funny, young, great, amazing. Yeah, and she was one of the only teachers that my class actually clicked with. And didn't give a hard time to. So that's great, because we all loved her. We thought she was the most amazing teacher ever. She would make classes so much fun. We'd have like class parties and stuff with her all the time. So she was my English teacher in Year 7 and my homeroom teacher. And she was my history teacher in Year 8. I left halfway through Year 8, so I didn't get to spend a full year with her. So depressing. But my Year 11 Year 11 English teacher was Mr. Taylor. He was an ex-police officer. My favorite memory ever. He's the reason I wanted to do criminology, because he made it so interesting, and he could give us like so many stories of his time in the force and stuff. Oh, it's awesome. We did a project where we had to write a report on missing flight MH370, I think it is. So he basically booked out this our old art room at school, and he put all the tables in like a sort of semicircle and a bunch of tables in the middle, and he'd just chuck all of this evidence and information right in the middle. We had a big like cork board, pin board, and we'd all have to sit around and compile evidence individually, put it in the middle, and it was basically like an investigation room. No one else thought it was as cool as I did. Like, he went above and beyond for my class. Like, he was fantastic. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better year 11 English teacher. Like, I was just in my element with that. I loved it. And I was going through a really, really rough time at school in year 11, and he made me feel safe and welcomed in the class too, so that was nice. So if you see this one day, Mr. Taylor and Miss Maunda, thank you for being the two greatest teachers I've ever had. I will remember you guys forever. Anyway, next one, less deep. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Hokey Pokey. I love the little honeycomb toffee bits, they're fantastic. It's either that or Ben & Jerry's banoffee pie. I don't even have to say anything. It's just fantastic. Best ice cream flavour out there. Next one. What was your first job? My first job was at a kids play centre, Tabatinga in Kempsey, the RSL club. Basically, I had to do like kids parties on weekends, do drop and dine on the weekends, take orders, do rock climbing with the kids, face painting, cleaning. Drop and dine was my favourite though. That was so much fun. It was me and a couple of other workers, and like, so where the RSL was, that's a restaurant. Tabatinga was a room off the restaurant, and it had like all the big play equipment, one of those indoor play centres, and a big rock climbing area. The parents would drop their kids off to us on a Friday and Saturday night from like 5 o'clock, while they went and had dinner, had fun, played pokies, whatever you want to do. And we had to feed the kids, do face painting, play a bunch of games, and just watch them and have a ton of fun with these kids. It was like 3 of us and 40 children one time, and it was fantastic. It was seriously one of my favourite jobs I've ever had, and I wish I could go back. It was just awful management. So, not gonna elaborate on that, it was just awful management. But still, super fun, great memories. What is your go-to hairstyle? Ponytail. Clearly. It's either this or my hair down. Like, there's 2 modes, up or down. I'm not talented enough. I can't even do a plait. Like, yeah. Okay. Have you been to any concerts? Yes. Many. If you take a look at my channel, you'll see just how many I've been to. I literally went to one like 3 weeks ago. Falling in Reverse, Hollywood Undead, and Black Veil Brides. That was the best show I've ever been to. Apart from One Direction, because that was like the first concert. But still, it was amazing. I went with my best friend. So much fun. Fantastic. Most memorable childhood memory. Getting my first dog. I remember it was my 5th birthday. Dad was gone the whole day, and then he brought me outside to the back of his, I think it was a Pajero, like an ugly green Pajero, and he opened the back door and there was this tiny little puppy, Trixie. I miss her so much. She was my 5th birthday present, my very first dog. She was the perfect dog. Never made a mess. Just perfect. Best dog ever. So that's my most memorable childhood memory. Next question. Do you have any pets? Yes. Baby, come here. No, come here. Come on. You are over here just to say hello. Look there. Look at the no. Just look at the cat there. There. Have a dog. There we go. Okay, hop down now. Hop down. Get off the louch. Get off the louch. Get off the louch. That's my dog. That's BB. It's my only pet. I used to have a fish. His name was Keith. Yeah, he was great. He used to stick himself to the filter just for funsies. Accidentally overfed him and killed him. Yay. Anyway, that's my pet. Do you prefer the city or country? I'm a country girl. I have lived here my entire life. I've never lived in the city. I love the city mainly because of like how easy it is to get to different places, how many shops there are. I love shopping. I have a shopping addiction. But the country's so quiet. It's so great. Like I live in a town with no traffic lights. Like you can't get much smaller than that. And everyone knows everyone. Like we have a great connection with all our neighbours. Our family lives like just behind us. I like the country. It's peaceful, but I like the advantages of living in the city as well. So, you know, I like both. Never lived in the city though. I could see myself living in LA though. I love it there. One of my favourite places ever. Where did you grow up? Here. Where I am right now. Yeah. No, I grew up in Kempsey. I grew up in Port Macquarie, Wauchope, Lake Cat-Eye, Kempsey, and Southwest Rocks. Literally all within half an hour of each other. Like, I lived in Wauchope when I was a kid. No, I lived in Port when I was a baby, moved to Wauchope, moved back to Port, then back to Wauchope, and then to Kempsey, and then to Southwest Rocks. So, yeah, that's where I grew up. Small towns, gotta love them. Everyone knows everyone. I remember when we used to live in Wauchope, lived in these little granny flats. Super cute, super old. We had this little old lady that lived next door to us, and I'd go over to her house all the time. And she gave me this cute little glass jar with a flowery sort of lid on it, and it was full of a bunch of little flowers. It was so cute. She gave me that when we moved, and then I filled it with like a bunch of shiny rocks that I found. I loved rocks as a child, so I filled up that little container. Don't know where that is now. But she also gave me a box of Favourites chocolates when I was 3. So, yay. And then the lady that lived a couple doors up from us in the flats, she gave me this big giant frangipani tree. Still have it somewhere. Yeah, like that's been with me since I was 3 years old. I just turned 21. So, you know. Small town things, again. What is your morning routine? You've seen, if you watched the video, I did a morning routine a few months ago. Basically, I get up at 7. I lay in bed for 10 minutes. I actually get out of bed at 10 past 7. I make my bed. I go to the bathroom, I get dressed, I brush my teeth and I brush my hair, and then I have a smoothie sometimes, and then I go to work. Thrilling, I know. That's my morning routine. Nothing special. How would you describe your fashion sense? It's either goth, emo, or Adam Sandler. No in between. 3 options. Mainly Adam Sandler. So I don't care. This is the first time I've put makeup on in a very long time. What is your favorite book? Easy question. Red, White, and Royal Blue. That was a fantastic book and an even more fantastic movie. I love it. That's the first book I finished in such a short amount of time. Like, it's fantastic. No flaws. Loved it. Fantastic book. Favorite book ever. What are your hobbies? Drawing. I really like to draw. I like to sing, and I like to write, and I like to paint. I actually am using one of my art books right now, so I'll find something. I drew this super cute Dracula a while ago. I've been drawing since I was like 12. Probably earlier than that. Like, I've loved to draw since I was a very, very small child. Here's one. Rainbow Dash, Rainbow Factory. I have been drawing this one. It's someone online's actual drawing, but I use it like as a reference to help me start drawing back in the day when I was like 13, I think. And I've just been redrawing my version of it ever since. I've done maybe 4 different versions of it now. So that's great. Yeah. That's what I like to do for fun. What was your dream job as a kid? My dream job. I wanted to be a vet. A veterinarian. An animal doctor. But traumatizing story. So, I was watching Bondi Vet with my mum and dad when I was, I think, 8. And there was an episode where they got called to a house, a farm actually, for a case of like animal cruelty. Yeah, someone had abandoned their horse and didn't file down its hoof, its feet nails. Yeah, and they were like really curled up and like bent and curly and swirly. And I thought it was the most terrifying thing I had ever seen in my entire life. Insert photo of what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, I didn't like that at all, actually. Traumatized me. I cried and made my parents turn the TV to another channel. And then I realized I actually had to also put animals to sleep. If I was a vet, I don't think I could do that. I couldn't even be in the same room when they put Trixie down. Like, that was traumatizing. So, I don't know. I realized I'm not built for that. I am not mentally there. Not stable in the head. I couldn't do that every single day. So that was my dream job as a child. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 14 Pro. Yes, I want to get a new one with more storage, but I'm poor at the moment, so I have a spending problem, and I'm in debt by like $30,000, so that's great. I need to stop spending money. That was my car's fault though, so, you know, again, spending problem. Next thing, how many countries have you traveled to? 1, apart from my own. America. I went to the United States. I went to California, San Francisco, and LA, Anaheim, all the fun areas. And I went to Arizona. I went to Phoenix, Flagstaff, Gilbert, Sedona, Tucson, and the Grand Canyon. So, yay. Yeah, I was supposed to go to like Fiji and stuff like that in year 12, but COVID happened. We were in lockdown for my senior year. Yay, I missed out on so much stuff. I'm so happy. Anyway, I've been to one other country other than Australia. What are some of your can't read. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, long list. We've got Daz Games. We have Markiplier. We have Cruise with Ben and David. We have Jacob and Lucas Crookshank. We also have Ordinary Adventures. And last but not least, no, more than that, Amber Shoal and Theme Park Express. I'm going to leave links to their channels below because I love them so much and I think you should check them all out if you haven't already. So there's those guys. What is the first thing you do after work? I come home, I sit on the lounge, I'll sometimes have a shower first, I'll sit down, I'll have dinner, and then I'll have a shower, and then I'll sit down on the lounge again until I pass out and then go to bed at 9. Thrilling, I know. I'm a party animal. I get turned. Yay. Yeah, I have a very boring life. Apart from YouTube, this is all I do. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Dogs. What theme parks have you been to? So, I've been to Luna Park in Sydney and Melbourne. So both Luna Parks. SeaWorld on the Gold Coast, Movie World, Dream World, Wet n Wild, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and Universal Studios. 9 parks. What is your nickname? I have many. We have Creeby, because my middle name is Creeby, just being a Y at the end. Weird One, that was my neighbour's mother's nickname for me, and it stuck. It was actually on my year 12 jacket, so that's great. We have Indi Lou, that's my auntie's nickname for me. Indi Bear, that's my other auntie's name for me. I think that's it. Oh, and Indi. My full name's Indiana, so Indi's kind of the nickname. What's your favourite sports team? The North Queensland Cowboys. NRL team. Football. Rugby league. Cowboys. Always been the Cowboys. Ever since I was a little kid. Mum bought me a cowboy hat when I was little, and I thought I was Jessie from Toy Story, and I wanted to be a cowgirl. That was when I was like 2, and I've loved the Cowboys since then. So, yay, that's my team. How many boyfriends / girlfriends have you had? So 1 in year 8. No, 2 in year 8. 1 in year 9. Kind of went back and forth between the two. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird time. And 1 in year 12. 4 boyfriends. There's 1 girl in there, but I wouldn't call her my girlfriend. Anyway. Where do you currently live? Southwest Rocks. Great little country town, beach town, fantastic, ocean everywhere. Insert photos of Southwest Rocks now. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Los Angeles. I just love it. I love it so much. There's so many opportunities there. Like, that's my dream place to live. I would like to be very well off in Los Angeles though. Not at my current financial stage. What do you do for work? I'm a Medicare officer. Thrilling, I know. I basically, I work at a medical center, and I basically put through all of the claims for the consults so we can get paid and put that money into our pocket and back into the care for our patients. So it's fun. I just basically make sure we're getting like regular money for the medical service so we can like keep buying all the medical supplies that we need so we can pay our doctors, pay us, and you know, make sure we give the best care to our patients. So that's my job. It's kind of important. It's very easy, but also not at the same time. Like there's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So, you know, I like my job and it pays really well. So, can't complain. And last but not least, what extracurriculars did I do after school when I was in school? Obviously. Okay, so basically I did a lot. I didn't stick to any of it. I started doing ballet, jazz, tap, cheerleading, drama, musical theatre, glee club, t-ball. I feel like I'm missing something. No, that's it. Contemporary. That's it. Yeah. Those are the things I did at school. After school. Not at school. I never did them at school. I did them at Vogue. Except t-ball. I didn't do that at Vogue. Vogue Performing Arts Academy was run by my best friend in primary school parents. Little dance school in Kempsey. It was the best times of my entire life. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. I still would like to do it, but they unfortunately had to shut down during COVID because no one could dance. No one could go to the performing arts school because it was COVID, like lockdowns, restrictions, everything like that. So it shut down and it hasn't opened up since, unfortunately. And also, unfortunately, I'm 21 and they usually don't take students over the age of 18, which sucks. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the video. That's my get to know me. So you got to know me again. 21-year-old me compared to 18-year-old me a few years ago. Not much has changed, obviously. I'm still the same person, but hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, what I do, what my life looks like, my personality. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for 11,000 subscribers, by the way. That was huge. I was so excited when I saw that tick over the other night. I was like, oh my God, it's the best day of my life. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me for so many years. I appreciate it. And here's to many more years. So I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.